Nothing, just don't make noise. Hi BookTube, this is Caitlin Bandy from my channel BandysBooks, and I am here with a weekly update and also to pick a winner for my book tag. I guess not really a winner because everybody did awesome videos and it wasn't like a competition or anything, but to pick the person that essentially is going to get the $30 of either books, book certificates, or to donate to a charity. So we're going to go through our weekly updates first, and then we'll shift over to the results of the book tags. So my week has been good, pretty unremarkable week. Well, I guess I shouldn't say it's unremarkable. Last week we were home in San Diego, and then Monday we had to drive home. So Tuesday was back to normal. We did have snow twice here this week. We got snow on Tuesday, and then we got snow again yesterday. So that's a little bit interesting for Las Vegas. Most people don't think of Las Vegas being snowy and cold, but we do, you know, during the winter occasionally get these little snow flurries. The one yesterday dumped feet of snow, and we actually went out and saw the snow this morning, which you'll see in a video coming up later in the month. As for reading, I feel like reading has been going pretty well this week. I read 4 books that I've completed. The first one was Walhalla by Nikki May. I enjoyed that one. It's kind of a friend thriller, like there's a whole group of friends and they're dynamic, and then some stuff starts to seem a little bit sketchy and you're kind of wondering what's going on. It was a pretty interesting concept. So it takes place in the UK. All 4 friends are Nigerian to some extent. So either they're like Nigerian and English, or Nigerian but have moved to the UK, but somehow they're all related by family in Nigeria. And well, not necessarily related, but all their families know each other, I guess I should say. Like 2 of them went to school together. One person's dad worked with another person's dad. So like they're all somehow connected through Nigeria. And so they're all living in the UK. They have this great friendship, and then this 4th person joins the friend group and things start to go a little bit weird. So I enjoyed it. It was pretty cool. I think I was pretty entertained by the book. The only real critique I had of it was kind of how it ended. I think it ended on like an open note, and I wish there was like slight bit more resolution than there was. But all in all, I found it pretty entertaining. I read Giovanni's Room by James Baldwin. I'm working my way through several classics. And this was an interesting book. This is the 2nd James Baldwin book that I read this month. I read If Beale Street Could Talk earlier in the month, which I absolutely loved. Giovanni's Room was pretty good as well. I don't know if I loved it as much as Beale Street, but I did enjoy it, and I did think it was worth reading for sure. And then I read Felix Ever After by Kaysen Callender. This was one of the books I picked out for the Blackathon readathon. One of the prompts was to read a book by a trans author from the Black diaspora. So this was the book that I picked for that prompt, and I really enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty well done. It's a lot about Felix and his coming to terms with his, sorry, I'm misgendering, I'm sorry. Felix and they're coming to terms with their gender identity. At the beginning of the book, they are identifying as a male, and then they come to realize that perhaps they don't identify as a male, that they may be a demi-boy, or, you know, they're still exploring their identity. This was a really good book and an interesting read for me. It discusses some gender identity that I am not as familiar with, so it was a good learning opportunity for me, and a well-written book. It was pretty enjoyable. And I started the book American Street by Ibi Zoboi. This is a book that is about a young woman who's born in the United States but grew up in Haiti, and she returns to the United States. Her family is mostly living in Detroit, and she is trying to find her way here. Something tragic kind of happens, and she's stuck with her cousins and her aunt, and just things are so different from what she's used to, and there's a lot of internal conflict. I really loved the inclusion of Haitian spiritual beliefs in this particular book. This young lady is making a lot of decisions based on these spiritual beliefs, so I thought it was pretty cool. I'm about 70% done with it. I'm not sure exactly what note it's going to end on, but I'm really enjoying it so far. And then I had one DNF this week, and that was The Body Code by Dr. Bradley Nelson. I picked this up as a galley from NetGalley, expecting it to be kind of about holistic health. And it is holistic health, but it's a lot more religious based, and I'm not a really religious person, so it just wasn't the right fit for me. I think if I had realized how religious it was, I probably wouldn't have picked it up. I'm sure that for somebody that's more spiritual than I am, it might be an enjoyable read. It just wasn't the right book for me. So those are the updates for the reading, the updates for life. And so let's talk about the Yes Chef book tag. So in February, I started the Yes Chef book tag. It was my very first original book tag, and I was very excited about it. I love talking about food in combination with books. If you've seen my recipe and review videos, you know that that's like a great source of joy for me. So it was so much fun hearing all the different booktubers talking about their own combinations of food and books. I really got just such a great variety of answers, all the way from I don't really cook and I don't really pay attention to food, all the way to people that are like super enthusiastic, showing off cookbooks, talking about their favorite recipes, books they've read that have inspired them to cook food. It was a lot of fun. Honestly, I was expecting 1 or 2 people to participate in this tag, and I had 15 great videos come out of it. It was so exciting for me, and just honestly, I'm humbled by all the people that decided to participate. So I just want to shout out really quickly everybody that made a video. I had 15 entries before the deadline of February 20th, and then I had a couple deadlines that snuck in the last couple days. So they were past the deadline for the giveaway, but they're also fun videos, so I wanted to shout those out. So I have a video from another Bibliophile Reads. I have Bad is Rad 2, Bookish, Reading This Life, Gina Stan Your Books, Middle of the Book March, Novel Idea, Lori's Book Nook, James Holder, I Nerdius, A Web of Stories, Voyage of a Time Wanderer, and Beautiful Minutia. So all of those were the ones that were in before the deadline of February 20th. And then after the deadline, I had a nice video from Marilyn Maya Mendoza and from Tangible Reads, both excellent videos as well. If you're interested in checking out any of these videos, which I highly recommend, I think it's a lot of fun, I have created a playlist of every single person that has completed the Yes Chef video, and I will continue to add to it because I'm sure maybe down the road people will find this tag and decide to do it, hopefully. And so I'm just going to continually keep adding to it so that there's a record of all of the videos. But as an incentive to do this tag, I did create a bit of a giveaway. I stated that somebody could either pick $30 worth of books off of their wish list, $30 gift card to like a local bookstore. So if you had a Barnes and Nobles or something similar nearby, I'd be happy to provide a $30 gift card. Or if you aren't interested in books or a gift card, then I'd be happy to donate $30 to a charity of your choice. So I put all of the names into a randomizer, and I came out with one winner. I'm super excited, and that winner is Voyage of a Time Wanderer. So Voyage of a Time Wanderer, please reach out to me. My email is in my description of all of my videos, so shoot me an email and let's connect so we can figure out whether you want some books from your wish list, a $30 gift card, or if you'd like to take that $30 and donate it to a charity. Any of those things are acceptable. And thank you so much, everybody, for joining this challenge. Thank you for participating. I had such a blast getting to see everybody's thoughts around food. And I look forward to doing more tags in the future. So yeah, thanks again. That's it for my updates for the week and for the tag. So I hope everybody finishes their Sunday out strong, nice and relaxing, maybe with a good book, and they start their Monday tomorrow on a positive note. I am looking forward to seeing you throughout the week. Thanks so much. Bye.